Good morning, everyone. So for the past 2 weeks, we've been going over multiplying binomials. I introduced you guys to two different methods, the for you method as well as the box method. Today is our last day on it, and of course, we will have a quiz on it tomorrow. So our learning target. Today I can multiply two binomials together by using the box method. Let's get straight into it. Problem number 1 reads, write a polynomial that represents the result of multiplying 3 times a number plus 1 by 4 less than the same number. I chose this type of problem because a lot of you guys were struggling with it when we were going over linear equations back in like January and February. So of course I'm going to bring it back. So of course, obviously we've been multiplying two binomials together. So I'm going to, my goal is to have two. Okay, why is it acting like this? My goal is to have two binomials from what is given in the word problem. So I know that we are multiplying 3 times a number plus 1. So let's start with this 3 times a number. 3 times a number means 3 times a variable. So this means that I will have a 3x plus 1. So I just add 1. 3 times a number plus 1. And we're multiplying this binomial by 4 less than the same number. So when we go back to elementary school, like in first grade, what does less than means? It usually implies subtraction. So we're subtracting 4 from the same number, meaning the same variable. So we should have x minus 4. I'm going to go over that again. So we're multiplying 3 times a number. So since we don't know what the number is, and what do we use when we don't know what a number is? We always use a variable. So we write 3x, which is 3 times x, 3 times a number, plus 1. So that means we add 1 onto that binomial. On to the second binomial, it says 4 less than. What it means by less than, that means you subtract 4 from the same number. We use the same variable we used in our first binomial. All right, to solve this, of course, this week is for you method. So I'm going to write my FOIL over here. And starting with my F, I'm going to write out my first terms. What I mean by that is the first terms in each binomial. So we have a 3x and an x. And then our outside terms, we have 3x and negative 4. When you see a subtraction sign in front of a constant or a coefficient, that implies that it's negative. And our inside terms, we have positive 1 and positive x. And our last terms, we have positive 1 and negative 4. And of course, we're going to go down the for you list and we're going to multiply the terms together. 3x times x gives me positive 3x squared. 3x times negative 4 is negative 12x. As I usually say, pay attention to your signs when you're multiplying. 1 times x is just positive x or 1x. We don't have to write the coefficient if the coefficient is 1. And last but not least, 1 times negative 4, which is negative 4. And of course, we take all of these terms and we add them together. So we had 3x squared minus 12x plus x minus 4. You want to combine your like terms. I see I have negative 12x and positive x. They're like terms because they're linear terms. So that means I bring down my 3x squared. Negative 12x plus x is negative 11x. And we bring down our negative 4. Therefore, when we multiply 3 times the number plus 1 by 4 less than the same number, we will get the polynomial 3x squared minus 11x minus 4. And here's your problem 2 of the day. Take a screenshot, write it down, solve it. You know what to do. Have a great day, guys.